We're here to talk about Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, and you're watching Connected Digital World.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Sure. My name's Gary Clay, and I'm the Senior Franchise Manager for Plants vs Zombies and PopCap HD.
Great. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare?
Yeah, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare is our first step into the third-person shooter genre. So we're very excited. We think it's a great little title. It's obviously PopCap's first real step into that genre, and that is a big step for us. It's from our new studio, PopCap HD, which is based out in Canada. So we've got most of the guys in Canada, but some of the guys in the Seattle office as well. I'm based in the Seattle office, and yeah, so we're very excited to get it out.
Excellent. So obviously you can play as plants or zombies.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about both and what the differences are?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's 4 core classes on each side. So on the plant side, you can play the Sunflower, which is your medic class. I'm going to give you tropes from action games that can make it a little bit easier to understand. So Sunflower is your medic class. She's got some core abilities like the rooted ability, which is your sunbeam attacks. She can be very powerful, but mainly focused around reviving and keeping the team alive. Pea Shooter is your kind of run and gun class. He's very, very fast class. He has a very, very powerful grenade weapon, and also he can root with a Gatling weapon that's very, very long range. Cactus is your sniper class. So it both has the ability to have a drone to fly over the battlefield and bring in airstrikes, but also a very, very ranged attack. And then Chomper is an interesting class. There's not many games that have a very similar class to that, and that's 100% melee focused. So Chomper is about orientation. So if you get behind an enemy or underneath an enemy, you have an instant kill every time. So in the hands of a skilled player, the Chomper can be very effective. On the zombie side, again, 4 core classes. The first class is the scientist class. That is your healer class. So that's kind of a short range, almost like shotgun focused style class with a goo blaster, but with healing abilities. You've got the all-star, which is your heavy, very similar to the heavy in Team Fortress. So you've got a big cannon that's going to draw a lot of attention. People are going to want to try and take you down. Much higher health, but a much slower movement speed. Then you have also the soldier class, which is your run and gun kind of asymmetrical class to Pea Shooter with the ZPG rocket launcher, and then the ability to get up on to high areas with the rocket jump as well. And then the engineer, has the ability to build teleporters, to build static defenses, and also it's going to be the best class for taking out the Chomper. So you're going to be able to use the sonic grenade, will actually pull the Chomper out of the ground if it's doing a dig. It's the only attack that can affect him while he's in that state. And also the jackhammer, which is kind of your movement ability, but if you're chomped using the jackhammer, it takes 2 kills instead of 1. So they're your core ones. And then obviously each one of the 4 character classes has 5 variants as well. And we probably don't have time to go into all of those, but
let people play for
yeah,
themselves.
exactly. You'll get to see those.
So talk a little bit about stickers.
Yes. So the way that you play Garden Warfare is in 2 ways. You have a challenge system for each one of the characters where you level your individual character, and that applies towards your overall player rank. So, for instance, you may have to stun 2 plants with the sonic grenade, and that will move you to level 2 of the engineer. Now, so when you complete those different challenges, you're eventually going to unlock a new character class that you can only get through the challenge system. The other thing that happens is everything you do in Garden Warfare, whether you're reviving a teammate, whether you're capturing a base, whether you're taking someone out, whether you're working together as a team and healing people, that's going to earn you coins. And then you're going to use those coins to open sticker packs of varying rarity. If you played Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, you'd be very familiar with this model. You're going to get a random set of stickers that will be both customization items, there'll be weapon upgrades, there'll be new characters you can play as, reinforcements, and you'll be able to unlock those.
Great. So let's talk about DLC as well. You mentioned today that there's going to be a number of drops of new content. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the way that we're seeing Garden Warfare is a little bit like a service. So we're going to continually bring out new content for the game. We're going to be listening to the community on the types of content they want to see, and then all of that content is going to be free. So we're currently aiming for our first content piece to be around the March timeframe. We don't have anything else to announce on that right now, but we will do in the coming weeks.
So it's an exclusive Xbox title, as well as PC. Any plans for a PS3 or PS4 version?
So we don't have anything to announce on other platforms yet, but we are, we're always looking at the different platforms. And one of the things about PopCap that I always kind of like to just remind people a little bit is we've never done a full multi-platform release in one time. Is because we're such a small studio. We're not kind of the size of a full AAA studio where you have 200 people working on a game. We've got 40 people working on the game, so we're going to focus on the Xbox platforms, get it right, get PC right, and then we'll look at other platforms going forward.
Excellent. And the Xbox One version's got 2 exclusive features as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, so split screen is one of those, and split screen was never part of our initial scope for the game. And we actually went to demo it at Redwood Shores, and Frank Jabot and Patrick Sutherland from DICE were playing the game, and we had them networked, and they asked us, they would love to see split screen in this game because they really wanted to play with the kids, as well, and that's a game mode that is very accessible. And so they challenged Brian, the producer of the game, to see if he could make it happen with the team, and the team cranked on it and they made it happen. One of the reasons why it's only on Xbox One is because, as you can see from the game, it's very polished. We couldn't get 360 into a frame rate that we were happy with on split screen for launch. You never know, post-launch we might be able to get that to work. It's certainly not impossible. It's just not something that we could optimize with the team in that time. And the other mode is a smart glass gameplay using the Xbox One smart glass app, and that is boss mode, which is kind of our take on Battlefield's commander mode, but with more of a PvZ twist on it. So you're actually collecting sun resource. If you played a PvZ game on tablet, you'll be right at home with that, and you'll be able to make a material difference in the game.
Thanks very much for your time today.
Thank you.